Hello and welcome to this calm, nurturing space. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let any tension melt away. Today we're going to talk about sunscreen, not with fear or anxiety, but with understanding, wisdom, and gentleness. Sunscreen is the single most important anti-aging product you can use. It's more effective than any serum, any cream, any treatment. It protects your skin from damage before that damage occurs, which is infinitely more powerful than trying to repair damage after the fact. But let's approach this topic with balance. The goal isn't to make you afraid of the sun or to create anxiety around sun exposure. The sun provides vitamin D, supports your circadian rhythm, and contributes to your overall well-being. The goal is simply to protect your skin so you can enjoy the sun safely and sustainably throughout your life. Let's start by understanding what sunscreen actually protects you from. The sun emits different types of ultraviolet radiation. The two that affect your skin are UVA and UVB rays. Think of UVA as A for aging. These rays penetrate deeply into your skin and cause premature aging, wrinkles, and dark spots. They're present all day long, every day, even when it's cloudy, even in winter. They can even penetrate through windows. UVB rays, B for burning, are the ones that cause sunburn. They're strongest during midday hours and in summer months. While UVA rays affect the deeper layers of your skin, UVB rays primarily affect the surface. Both types of rays contribute to skin cancer risk. Both deserve your attention and protection. Now let's talk about the two main types of sunscreen, chemical and mineral. Understanding the difference will help you choose what works best for you. Chemical sunscreens work by absorbing UV rays and converting them into heat, which is then released from your skin. They contain ingredients like avobenzone, octinoxate, or oxybenzone. These sunscreens are typically lightweight, blend in easily, and don't leave a white cast. Many people find them more cosmetically elegant and easier to wear daily. Mineral sunscreens, also called physical sunscreens, work by sitting on top of your skin and reflecting UV rays away, like a mirror. They contain zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. These tend to be thicker, may leave a white cast, and can feel heavier on the skin. However, they're excellent for sensitive skin because they're less likely to cause irritation. Neither type is inherently better. Both can protect your skin effectively when used correctly. Choose based on your skin type, your preferences, and what you'll actually wear every single day. The best sunscreen is the one you'll use consistently. Let's talk about SPF, sun protection factor. You've seen these numbers on bottles: SPF 15, SPF 30, SPF 50. What do they actually mean? SPF measures protection against UVB rays. SPF 30 blocks about 97% of UVB rays. SPF 50 blocks about 98%. The difference between SPF 30 and SPF 50 is actually quite small in terms of protection percentage, though SPF 50 does give you a bit more margin for error if you don't apply quite enough. For daily wear, SPF 30 is generally sufficient if you're applying the correct amount and reapplying as needed. For extended sun exposure, especially if you're outside for long periods, SPF 50 provides extra insurance. But here's the crucial point. SPF only measures UVB protection. To ensure you're also protected from UVA rays, look for sunscreens labeled broad spectrum. This means they protect against both UVA and UVB rays. Always choose broad spectrum sunscreen. Now let's address the most common mistake people make with sunscreen. not using enough. Most people apply only about 25% of the recommended amount, which means they're getting only a fraction of the stated protection. For your face alone, you need about a quarter teaspoon of sunscreen. That's more than you think. It's approximately 2 finger lengths of product squeezed onto your fingers. For your face and neck together, you need about a half teaspoon. This might feel like a lot, especially if you're used to using less. But this is the amount that was used in laboratory testing to achieve the SPF rating on the bottle. If you use less, you're not getting the stated protection. Apply your sunscreen as the last step of your morning skincare routine, after your moisturizer. If you're using a chemical sunscreen, wait about 15 minutes before sun exposure to allow it to absorb and activate. Mineral sunscreens work immediately upon application. Don't forget areas that are commonly missed: your ears, the back of your neck, your hairline, and the tops of your hands if they'll be exposed to sun. These areas show sun damage over time, just like your face does. Reapplication is essential. Sunscreen breaks down with sun exposure, with sweating, and with the simple passage of time. The general rule is to reapply every 2 hours when you're in the sun. If you're swimming or sweating heavily, reapply more frequently, even if your sunscreen is labeled water-resistant. For daily wear when you're mostly indoors, 1 application in the morning is usually sufficient. But if you're spending time outdoors, by a window with direct sunlight, or if you're out during peak sun hours, reapplication becomes important. Many people wonder, what about vitamin D? It's true that your body produces vitamin D when your skin is exposed to UVB rays, and it's also true that sunscreen blocks UVB rays. This creates an understandable concern. Here's a balanced perspective. You need very little sun exposure to produce adequate vitamin D, typically just 10 to 15 minutes a few times a week with some skin exposed. Your hands and arms during a short walk can provide this. You'll also get some sun exposure on your face before you apply sunscreen in the morning, during reapplication gaps, and from incidental exposure throughout the day. If you're concerned about vitamin D levels, consider getting them checked by your doctor. If needed, supplementation is a safe, reliable way to maintain adequate vitamin D without compromising your skin's health. Let's talk about sunscreen and skin tone. Everyone needs sun protection, regardless of skin color. While darker skin has more natural melanin, which provides some inherent protection, it doesn't make you immune to sun damage or skin cancer. Darker skin tones can still experience hyperpigmentation, premature aging, and skin cancer from sun exposure. The challenge is that many sunscreens leave a white or ashy cast on darker skin tones, which makes them unpleasant to wear. Thankfully, sunscreen formulations have improved significantly. Look for tinted sunscreens, which often work beautifully on deeper skin tones. Many mineral sunscreens now come tinted in various shades. Chemical sunscreens typically don't leave any cast at all. For those with sensitive skin or conditions like rosacea or eczema, sun protection is especially important because sun exposure can trigger flares. Mineral sunscreens with zinc oxide or titanium dioxide are often better tolerated. Look for fragrance-free formulas with minimal ingredients. Some sunscreens are specifically formulated for sensitive skin. These are worth seeking out. If you wear makeup, you might wonder how to incorporate sunscreen. You have several options. You can use a moisturizer with SPF, followed by makeup. You can use a separate sunscreen before makeup, or you can use a tinted sunscreen that acts as your foundation. Some makeup products contain SPF, but typically you won't apply enough makeup to achieve the stated SPF, so it's better to have dedicated sunscreen underneath. For reapplication over makeup, consider powder sunscreens or sunscreen sprays. These make it easier to reapply without disturbing your makeup. However, with sprays, be sure to apply generously. It takes more than you think to get adequate coverage. What about sunscreen ingredients and safety? There's been concern about certain chemical sunscreen ingredients being absorbed into the bloodstream. While studies have shown that some ingredients are absorbed, there's currently no evidence that this absorption causes harm. The benefits of sun protection far outweigh theoretical risks that haven't been proven. If you're concerned, mineral sunscreens are an excellent alternative. Zinc oxide and titanium dioxide are not absorbed into the skin. They sit on top and provide physical protection. They've been used safely for decades. For environmental concerns, particularly reef safety, avoid sunscreens containing oxybenzone and octinoxate if you'll be swimming in the ocean. These ingredients can harm coral reefs. Mineral sunscreens are generally reef safe, but always check the specific product label. Let's address texture and finish. Sunscreen technology has come so far. If you've avoided sunscreen because it felt greasy, heavy, or looked white on your skin, it's time to try again. There are now sunscreens with beautiful textures. Lightweight, fast-absorbing, matte finish, dewy finish, tinted, untinted. There's truly something for everyone. Sample different products if possible. Get travel sizes or ask for samples at beauty stores. It might take trying a few different sunscreens to find your perfect match, but that match exists. When you find a sunscreen you genuinely enjoy wearing, daily application becomes effortless rather than a chore. As we come toward the end of our time together, let's remember the heart of this message. Sunscreen is an act of self-care and long-term self-love. When you apply sunscreen each morning, you're telling your future self, I care about you. I'm protecting you. Sun protection isn't about vanity or fear. It's about wisdom. It's about enjoying the sun while respecting your skin's needs. It's about prevention, which is always easier than correction. Apply a 1/4 teaspoon to your face. Choose broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher. Reapply when spending extended time in the sun. Make it a non-negotiable part of your morning routine, as automatic as brushing your teeth. Your skin will thank you not just next week or next month, but years and decades from now. The choices you make today shape how your skin ages, how it looks, and how healthy it remains. Take a deep breath in and release. You now understand sun protection. You know how to choose sunscreen and how to use it effectively. May your skin be protected, healthy, and cared for. May you enjoy the sun safely and joyfully. Thank you for this time together. Be well and protect yourself with love.